Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN. Welcome to the Lakers post-game show on ZSPN on YouTube. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the 76ers tonight. Now, guys, before I get into the Lakers loss against the 76ers tonight, it would be much appreciated if you show me the love and support by subscribing to the channel, sharing my videos all over Facebook, Twitter, all the good social media stuff. Once again, I really appreciate all the love support you guys give me all across social media. And let's continue to grow this channel. I mean, with your love and support, we can honestly make it happen by just subscribing, hitting that notification bell, sharing my videos all over social media, if it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And guys, show me the love for subscribing, to my podcast as well. I also have a podcast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. You can check out my podcast. It's basically the same content that I give on YouTube, only you can listen to me on the go if you're driving or working out. You can just listen to me about my love and appreciation about my Los Angeles Lakers. So when it comes down to it, guys, please show me the love support there. And of course, like me all across social media, ZSPN on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And once again, guys, I really do appreciate the love support you guys give me on YouTube and all across social media. It's much appreciated. And once again, let's continue to grow this channel with your love and support. Much appreciated. So yeah, guys, let's talk about this Lakers this Lakers loss against the 76ers tonight. Obviously, the Lakers, when it comes down to it, were without LeBron James. He's dealing with some knee issues, so obviously he was out. And I think this was the right move by the Lakers to have LeBron James to sit out because, he's been balling. LeBron James this season averaging 30 points a game. And, it's just one of those type of moments where he needs a rest and we need him to be at 100% for many years to come as a Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, not just this season. So obviously not having LeBron James and plus, with Anthony Davis still being out, it was only Russell Westbrook and the rest of the Lakers tonight. And even though they were without LeBron, I have to say this. I mean, and I think most Lakers will agree with me on this. The Lakers, they battled. They came to play. And I was so impressed by how the Lakers were just competing. They were, playing great basketball without LeBron James and the rest of the Lakers who are out tonight. So when it comes down to it, they balled. I mean, it really, honestly, they balled out. And I just have to say, with the greatness of how they were playing, you would think that the Lakers, could have competed this season and honestly win some games, when it comes down to it. But unfortunately, it wasn't the case. And now with 9 games remaining into the regular season, the Lakers they just need to win any games that come their way. And hopefully they deliver. So, hopefully, if they can win some games here and there and majority of them, then possibly the Lakers will be competing in the play-in tournament, but sort of remains to be seen if they will be in the 9th or possibly the 10th seed. It still remains to be seen about that. But, with that being said, the Lakers, they battled. They really did. And I was just so impressed by the performances of our Lakers tonight. When you look at the stat line, obviously with a different lineup, with Stanley Johnson being inserted into the starting lineup. And, it kind of helped a bit when it came to the first quarter. The Lakers were shooting pretty well. And, that all had to do with Stanley Johnson, who I believe he had 13 points in the first quarter, and I think he went like 3 of 3 from the three. So obviously his shooting efforts was a big help for the Lakers when it came to the first half. But the greatness of the dominance of the big man in Dwight Howard was also well recognizable when it comes down to it tonight. He obviously led the Lakers tonight with 24 points. Had I believe he had 8 rebounds out there tonight. He really tried his best out there for the guy who decided to step up for the Lakers tonight. Was just sensational on D. Howard's part out there tonight. And, he really went toe to toe against, Joel Embiid. So when it came down to that, Dwight Howard really stepped up to the plate and helped the Lakers without LeBron James out there. And, there's a lot to go around when it comes to how some of the Lakers stepped up out there. But, Dwight Howard was the main guy, in my opinion, that really came out of nowhere and helped out the Lakers in a big way. So great job out there for Dwight Howard. When it comes down to Russell Westbrook, sure, he put up a 20-point game with, I believe he had maybe 9 rebounds and like 7 assists. But he still managed to turn over the ball a lot. And I think that was mainly the downfall of how the Lakers were not able to finish the game tonight with a win, unfortunately. When it comes down to it, the turnovers was a big issue for Russell Westbrook. It was obviously just the reasoning behind that. So, and obviously it's not anything new that Russell Westbrook turnovers the ball so much. I mean, he leads the league, I believe, with turnovers. So when it comes down to it, having 7, it doesn't look good when it comes to the Lakers trying to win a game against the 76ers tonight. But it is what it is, guys. I mean, this is not anything new that the Lakers lose games in key situations. And that all has to do with the turnovers and some of the Lakers not stepping up to the plate to win us a game. And this time around, when it comes to Russell Westbrook, sure, he put up numbers, but some of the numbers when it comes to turnovers were the downfall of how the Lakers could not get a win against the 76ers tonight. When it comes to the rest of the Lakers out there, the bench-wise, Malik Monk had 23 points. I personally, guys, I had to, once again, show some criticisms towards Frank Vogel, because I was kind of expecting for him to put Malik Monk in the starting lineup to provide us the scoring advantage when it comes to the 76ers. That's just my own personal opinion when it comes down to that particular decision. Stanley Johnson, he showed some greatness when it comes to the first half. But, we actually really needed Malik Monk to be inserted into the starting lineup to bring more minutes into the table and, of course, just that scoring. And sure, he went 3 of 9, but I really think if he was in the starting lineup, things would have been much differently when it comes to scoring-wise. And, unfortunately, once again, Frank Vogel decided not to put Malik Monk into the starting lineup. And I can understand maybe because of maybe depth-wise to put some depth in the second unit because it's so short because of LeBron James being out. But at the end of the day, if you want to win games, you need to put your best players in the starting lineup to help you win games. And, just having Malik Monk being in the bench was just, personally a bad move for Frank Vogel's part to not provide that scoring for the Lakers in the starting lineup. But unfortunately, it is what it is, guys. But, I just have to say, he would have been much better if he was in the starting lineup, but, it is what it is. Hopefully, maybe it will change moving forward. It's not to say that Austin Reeves did not show any effort out there. He did. But when it comes down to it, the scoring, I would rather have a scorer to be in my starting lineup because of the circumstances of not having my star player on the bench because of, being out due to injury. I would rather have, another second option and that is Malik Monk. But unfortunately, it is what it is, guys. Then you have Carmelo Anthony, had 20 points out there. So, you guys, there was a lot of effort. There was a lot of effort that was being made out there tonight when it comes to the Lakers trying to win this game against the 76ers. But unfortunately, it was just wasn't enough for them to compete their hardest and get a win. And, guys, it is what it is. I mean, it was kind of expected because of, not having our star player in LeBron James to win us the game. I mean, if he was there, I honestly think that the Lakers would have won tonight. And, it was just the way they were playing. Having LeBron James on the floor would have been much different results, and probably the Lakers would have won if they had the chance. So, but unfortunately, LeBron was out, and, guys, it is what it is. So, hopefully the Lakers with these 9 games remaining, the Lakers could win a couple of games here and there, and hopefully achieve that moving forward. And hopefully things start to turn around. And when it comes to the play-in tournament, you never know. Maybe the Lakers will go on a tear once the postseason begins, and LeBron and the return of Anthony Davis, because the reports are still valid that Anthony Davis would return when the playoffs approach. So you never know. Anthony Davis could potentially turn things around once he returns. The Lakers will potentially turn things around if Anthony Davis also makes his return. So that's our hope. And, hopefully the Lakers have a goal in mind with these 9 games remaining and just compete. I want to see some greatness from this Lakers team in these 9 games remaining, and hopefully they will deliver. So, when it comes down to it, moving forward in these 9 games remaining into the NBA season. So, guys, please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel. Please give me your thoughts about the Lakers' loss against the 76ers tonight. Do you agree with my analysis that I gave in this video? Or do you guys think that maybe I made some mistakes, when it comes to, maybe, I don't know, not mentioning or giving some credit? Please, guys, I also like to hear some criticisms from my part. If you guys think that I, maybe should have mentioned someone else, or, think that this player was to blame, or maybe this player was playing very well instead of this player, I really want to know your thoughts about that in the comment section down below. Please, I really welcome it. I would love to hear people's thoughts and opinions about the Los Angeles Lakers, because, this is our team, and we want our team to succeed. And, when it comes down to it, maybe with some more, perspectives when it comes to the Lakers, it will be nice to hear from all of you. So please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel. Please give me your thoughts about it, about this game, and just the Lakers in general in the comment section down below. Guys, like I said, I really do appreciate the love and support you guys give me all across social media. Please like all of my social media sites: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at ZSPN. And of course, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.